Dear comrades, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to this conference, and I would apologize for not being present with you. I address you first my international solidarity. As an internationalist, I would like to bring my full support to all the progressive and democratic sectors in Iran, especially to all the workers, trade unionists, feminists, ecological activists, LGBTIQ activists in Iran struggling against the authoritarian and despotic Iranian regime for their liberation and emancipation, just as I bring my support to the national minorities in Iran, being Baluch, Kurdish activists fighting against national discriminations in Iran and their self-determination. Finally, also my solidarity to refugees in Iran, such as Afghan, facing racist and discriminatory policies by the Iranian state. This regime has repressed massively the popular classes in Iran while imposing neoliberal style economic policies with a mix of privatization benefiting businessmen close to the power and moreover the Pasdaran, one of its main counter-revolutionary tools within the country and outside by assisting reactionary groups in Iraq such as the militias within the Hashd al-Sha'bi and in Lebanon supporting Hezbollah or also without forgetting its support to the despotic and most murderous Assad regime in Syria. Not only the sanctions have impoverished the Iranian people, but also the policies of the ruling mullah elites, and this for their own benefits, and therefore impoverishing even more the popular classes in Iran. These past few years, the popular classes in the country of Iran have demonstrated on multiple occasions in street protests and strikes their willingness to get rid of this authoritarian and murderous regime and seek a better life, seeking liberation and emancipation. The Islamic Republic of Iran is an enemy of the popular classes in the country, in Iran, but also elsewhere. Like other imperialist states and other regional states such as the Gulf monarchies, Turkey, and Israel, it has played a counter-revolutionary role in the uprisings of the region that started 10 years ago now, especially in Syria since 2011 by participating in the war against the Syrian uprisings, Syrian uprising, and more recently in supporting the sectarian neoliberal governments and reactionary militias in Iraq and in Lebanon against the protest movement. Iran and like the other states of the region, are not friends of people in struggle. Quite on the opposite, they are enemies of people in struggle. While opposing very clearly the Islamic Republic regime of Iran, I also oppose the threats of war by imperialist powers led by the US and regional actors such as Israel and Saudi Arabia. I oppose any war on the people of Iran, just as I oppose the economic sanctions on Iran hurting large sectors of the population. But of course, I don't oppose the sanctions against perpetrators of war crimes and sanctions against institutions participating in the violation of human rights. I would like to tell once again my solidarity with struggles from below in Iran, solidarity with the oppressed, and all the courageous people in Iran struggling against this authoritarian and murderous regime. Again, my internationalist solidarity and support to the worldwide boycott of the Islamic Republic of Iran for its crimes and violation of human rights. From Geneva, passing through Damascus to Tehran, solidarity and our destinies are linked. Thank you very much.